Congress just waded into the mess that is Jimmy Kimmelgate, and one representative is issuing a stark warning to the Trump administration. Your day is coming. Welcome to Occupy Democrats. I'm David Reddish. The past 48 hours have seen the sudden cancellation of Jimmy Kimmel by ABC Disney dominate the headlines. For a full breakdown of that mess, see our other videos here on the channel. In short, Monday night, Kimmel told this joke about Donald Trump and his response to the murder of right-wing wonk Charlie Kirk.
We hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA gang desperately trying to characterize this kid who murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them and doing everything they can to score political points from it. In between the finger pointing, there was grieving. On Friday, the White House flew the flags at half-staff, which got some criticism. But on a human level, you can see how hard the president is taking this.
My condolences on the loss of your friend Charlie Kirk. May I ask, sir, personally, how are you holding up over the last day and a half, sir?
I think very good. And by the way, right there, you see all the trucks? They've just started construction of the new ballroom for the White House, which is something they've been trying to get, as you know, for about 150 years. And it's going to be a beauty.
Yes. He's at the fourth stage of grief, construction. Demolition, construction. This is not how an adult grieves the murder of someone he called a friend. This is how a 4-year-old mourns a goldfish.
Innocuous joke, right? And really, it's not even Kimmel telling a joke. He's just showing a laughable clip of our narcissistic buffoon of a taco president. In any case, in response to criticism from Trump and Nexstar and Sinclair, two right-leaning companies that own ABC affiliates, ABC Disney canceled Kimmel's show. Again, for more on all the behind-the-scenes machinations here, including who made what decisions, see our other videos here on the channel. Reaction to the cancellation of Kimmel's show has been loud and wide, with celebrities rushing to defend him. Among them, Wanda Sykes, who was scheduled to appear on Kimmel's show this week. Check out what she had to say.
Hey everybody. So I'm in a full face of makeup because I was supposed to go over and have a chat with my friend Jimmy Kimmel on his show. But as you have heard by now, the Jimmy Kimmel show has been pulled indefinitely, abruptly, because of complaints from the Trump administration. So let's see. He didn't end the Ukraine war or solve Gaza within his first week, but he did end freedom of speech within his first year.
And it gets even saltier and even more scathing, so stay with me here. It's also worth mentioning at this point that the cancellation of Kimmel comes following remarks by Attorney General Pam Bondi that the Justice Department plans to now track and punish hate speech, which, for the record, was exactly the kind of thing that Charlie Kirk, MAGA's martyr du jour, warned against. Funny that one, right? Again, see our other videos for more on that mess. With protesters demonstrating outside the Disney studio, and with more and more celebrities sounding the alarm over Kimmel's firing, the fury has spread to Congress. Enter House Judiciary Committee member Eric Swalwell. Speaking this morning before his colleagues, and wearing a Jimmy Kimmel Live hat to boot, Swalwell weighed in on the situation and issued a dark warning to the Trump administration.
I want to first condemn in the harshest tones the murder of Charlie Kirk. He should be with his family right now. He should be with his children. He should be alive. He had a right to say what he wanted to say to who he wanted to say without any physical violence being brought his way. And Jimmy Kimmel had a right to say what he said, which didn't in any way suggest that somebody in the MAGA world had been responsible for the murder of Charlie Kirk. He was just pointing out what folks online were doing as Twitter detectives before any investigation had been completed were saying about the assassination of Charlie Kirk. And then he pointed out that Donald Trump, who did not go to Kirk's memorial service at the Kennedy Center over the weekend, when he was asked how he was feeling about the assassination, did not address it, but rather went right to a construction project. And for that, Jimmy Kimmel was taken off the air. That's not who we are. That's what it looks like in China. That's what it looks like in Russia. That can't be what it looks like in America. And the foundation of this, the genesis of this, was the president's FCC chairperson Brandon Carr sending a tweet that said essentially, and giving an interview to a podcaster where he said essentially, if ABC doesn't want to do this the easy way and suspend Jimmy Kimmel, we will do it the hard way, and it would be government censorship. Maybe I was not loud enough in the past when Republicans spoke out against government censorship. And if that's the case, I will go back and revisit whether I could have been louder. But that does not mean that today Republicans are silent just in an effort to own the libs. If you didn't like cancel culture when you thought it was happening in prior administrations, you certainly can't look at what just happened in our country and accept that that is something we should live with and we should tolerate. So I want to make it clear, there's going to be a Democratic majority in just over a year. And to the FCC chairperson and anyone involved in these dirty deals, get a lawyer and save your records, because you're going to be in this room and you're going to be answering questions about the deals that you struck and who benefited and what the cost was to the American people because that happened.
No wonder Trump is pressuring governors to gerrymander their states. He's afraid of any kind of accountability. His approval rating on everything from the economy to tariffs to the Epstein files isn't just in the toilet, it's in the sewer. His administration officials, Kash Patel, Bondi, RFK Jr., are a laughingstock. The economy is tanking, and now he's embodying a new level of censorship and cancel culture. He's not scared of losing. He already knows he's a loser who now has to cheat to succeed. Everyone keep all of this in mind heading into the special elections this fall and the midterms this year. Oppose gerrymandering in Republican states. Fight to release the Epstein files and protest companies like Disney that would rather bow to tyranny than stand up for comedy. Not to mention freedom of speech. You know, an American value. We'll keep you updated on all these stories as they continue to develop. This is Occupy Democrats.